Okay. Well, I can let you know definitely by morning. I guess you're open around 8 or 9 or so.
Are you there?
Hello? Hello?
Scott?
Can you not hear me?
I can hear you now.
All right, so I can definitely let you know by morning, or are you open about 8 or 9 o'clock or something like that?
Yeah, we're here at 8. If you want to just bring it in, and we'll check it real quick. It'll take about 30 minutes to check it. We'll get everything that we need to make sure we can get the parts, and we'll call and see what the availability on the parts is going to be.
Okay. Well,
The biggest hold up, if the parts are available, it only takes us about 2 hours or so to get you done.
right.
But it looks like some of these things aren't they're available but harder to get, so it might take a day or so to get the parts.
Okay, and then what we do, just leave the truck there?
Yeah, if you want, just bring it here. Just drop it off with us. Like I said, the first thing we want to do is inspect it in the morning. After we get it checked out, and check the rotors and see which parts that we need. We'll be able to let you know how long it'll take to get the parts.
Okay.
Sometimes if we can order them earlier enough, we can get them the same day. It's just depends on the availability of them.
Right. Okay, well, I will check with you in the morning and confirm all this.
Okay.
About around 8 or so, or after, a little bit after probably.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Just call. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Bye. I like a reasonable price. God, there went the phone. Nobody else has told me anything. I don't trust leaving my truck down there because I've had problems with them. And that's my problem. That's my only holdback. If I could go down there and just fix the damn thing, I'm not against paying that outrageous price to get it done and get down the road. Because the guy I bought the truck from is willing to pay for one caliper and the turning of the rotors. Now that's a nice guy right there. He don't have to do anything, but he's willing to do that. That's the reason I'm willing to buy the other caliper. There's nothing going wrong with the other caliper. But I just feel like I'm better off to just redo the whole thing and move on. 10-4. But nobody else has called me back. Donnie's Automotive has not called me back. And Donnie's won't let you call him with a block number. It shows what a crook he is. I already know Donnie's a crook. He's already burned my whole family. And Jerry went down there and threatened him. So I can't really do any work with Donnie. And that's the problem. He lives right down he works right down the street. I could walk home from there. But he's already burned us so many times, and Daddy's threatened him. So I know they would put the screws to me as well. Anytime you usually go into an auto repair shop and they have the 10 Commandments hanging over their head and all that preaching, that's not a good sign, I've found. There's no need to drag that into your work, automotive work, to try to lure people in. Because they have burned us every single time. And my father left his Jeep down there and they stole the headlight lenses, swapped them out while it was there. They did it. Okay, I've heard good things about Vic Williams, but I'm sure he's going to be expensive in Dallas. And I've never had no work done with him. I just bought some tubes from him one time, so it seemed like I remember him being a straightforward guy. But he hasn't called back at all with the estimate. It's been a while. Now, Mr. Tire, he's right down the street. He's kind of a low-level guy down there who does everything cheaper, but they don't turn rotors down there. And I'm wanting a good job. I'm wanting my rotors and my fluids changed and everything. I'm wanting a damn nice front brake job here. I'm not wanting some just slap-happy repairs. And Amco and Hiram has told me $524, $540, $485 out the door with tax. And if he needs to replace my rotors, it'll be another $100. And you know he will. He'll say it. Now, I've had trouble with them, too. The issue is them. I took my other van down there by the transmission, and they jacked me all over the place. And I got him on the phone and called him on it and told him I was going to give him a bad review. And he started backpedaling like hell. Said, please don't give him a bad review. So that's what I'm going by here. He knows who I am, and he knows I didn't give him a bad review on Google. And he knows I will if he screws me. And he's close by. But there's some Iranian or Iraqi guy that owns that place, and that's a big problem for me. Because every time he wants the service manager to tell you something, he writes it on a piece of paper and holds it in front of his face. Then the service manager speaks. I'm not crazy about that. I could do all this myself if I had the time and the place. I just don't want to do it. I mean, I know I can do it, but I don't want to do it. You know where I live out here in the heat, the mosquitoes and the dirt and the gravel. I know it'd make some great videos though, and y'all would love to see me suffer and cuss and lay on huge hunks of gravel. And if I had time, I'd go ahead and entertain you with that. But I just don't have time. This van has to stay on the road. So that's where I'm at right now. Keep a good thought. Don't get caught getting screwed. 10-4.